I started out with my partner Gary at the time. I had $800. We had no idea of what we were doing. I had no experience, limited expertise, and no one to guide me. All we had was a massive idea that we wanted to build our own business and be our own boss. And for the first 18 months, it was living hell. We struggled day after day. We had no sales, no cash flow. It was slaving away to try and make the business work. Now this is going to sound very strange, but it's very true. Our driving force was not money. It was the will to be successful. And I think this is a very important point. If we judged our success on how much money we were making, we would have failed and given up. We earned no money for the first 18 months. I mean, no money. You need to focus on your why. Why are you really in business? What is the money going to bring you? The money is just the vehicle to get you to your outcome. I think many people do not have a clear reason or why they go into business. And then when things get tough, they measure against money and therefore give up.
The really simple answer was because I was so unhappy. I was shooting up the corporate ladder and then realized it was leaning against the wrong wall. The more successful I was in work, the less time I had for the things that really mattered. So I just said to myself, what are you going to do? Are you just going to stick around for the next 20 years stressed and unhappy? Or are you going to take a chance and quit? So I quit. And at my leaving party, when I was asked why I was taking such a crazy decision, I said, when I'm 75 and surrounded by my grandchildren and one of them says, "Granddad, tell us about your life," I want to be able to tell a fascinating story where I experienced all the highs and lows of life, had an amazing adventure and never walked away from a challenge. And that's exactly what I'm doing now.
The reason why Gary and I struggled for so long in the beginning, because we were trying to build our business the traditional way, trying to do everything ourselves. Sales, marketing, pay the bills, run staff, order stock, etc. So you get worn out and your cash flow sucks. You're working so hard, but you just don't seem to be getting anywhere. My big breakthrough, or it was a revelation, came when we were down to our last few $100s. It was make or break. I realized that we could never compete with the big national players. I needed to tap into or leverage off someone bigger. So that's what I did. I went to the largest PC manufacturer at the time. And I did my first joint venture with them. My business was a little retail computer store. And what the joint venture did was allow me immediately to piggyback off their massive brand name, their infrastructure, their resource, and their experience. So the secret of how we created $12 million in such a short time was through joint venturing. I just repeated the joint venture process over and over again. This created exponential growth in a very short time. The answer is really simple. Even though I had a multi-million-dollar business, 65 staff, won numerous business awards, and had been going for 5 years, I was still self-employed. I was not a business owner. Now what does that mean? It means my business was structured incorrectly. The more it grew, the more it pulled us apart. The correct foundations were not in place to allow the business to grow independent of us. And when you try and build a business like this, you are doomed to fail. Because every action, decision, every problem depends on you, and that eventually leads to burnout. The business outgrew me, and it therefore crushed me, and I lost everything. A very tough time for me. Another point which did not help was because I achieved so much success so quickly. I thought I knew everything, and I would not listen. I did not have the foundations in place, and therefore it all went to hell. Yes, I did rebuild, but it took 7 years to regain confidence, get the belief back that I could do this again without failing. I went from being a director of a $12 million company with 65 staff to starting out again as a sales assistant on a retail floor. Now that's tough in anyone's book. But I focused on my why. I wanted to reach financial freedom. I didn't want a boss telling me what I could or couldn't do. So this gave me the drive and courage to try again. But this time I took on board the massive hiding I got last time around. This new distribution business I designed from day one to work independently of me, so it could grow independent of my time, energy, and resource or experience. I did this using joint ventures and was able to run my factories in China, plus my distributors in USA, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand from my home office, just 3 days a week. What this structure did was create enormous value in the business because it was scalable and therefore attractive to investors, hence was valued at such a high price in such a short time.
Man, I've made so many. That's a really tough question. I guess for me, the biggest mistake I made was simply not understanding one of the core foundations we now teach. And that is put the customer at the center of your business, your thinking, and your marketing, not your product or your service. And listening now, most business owners think this is common sense. But when we explain the full impact of this, it's a really radical concept, even eye-opening, and has a profound effect on the business owner. Now, this is just one small example of how we turn perceived wisdom on its head. But we don't do this just to be unconventional. We do it because this is what works in the real world.
My opinion is that they try to build their business the traditional way. Their structure is wrong, so they cannot grow without adding more stress. This usually erodes time and therefore quality of life, and after a while, it all becomes too hard. So much effort, batteries run low, less family time, and very little profits. Building a business like this does not allow the business owner to focus on revenue-generating activities, such as sales, marketing, doing deals. They are too busy chasing their tails to get through the day. So the day ends and very little progress or profits are made. The answer to building your business successfully is having a correct structure and using joint ventures. Money is flowing all around us, everywhere. There are many businesses who already have what you need: customers, experience, infrastructure. All you need to do is just tap into them, and you do that using joint ventures.
It's funny, conventional wisdom would tell you that the reason the information age is so critical is because of all of this incredible technology and the impact that it's had, not just on business owners, but on customers, and therefore how they're using that technology to do business with our companies. The problem is that's only half the truth. The reality is there has been as big a shift in society as there has been in technology, and most business owners have completely missed this. Now, our customers want something different from us now. And if you don't understand those changes, in fact, if you can't even see them, then we pretty much guarantee that you're still using outdated industrial age strategies and wondering why your customers are slowly but surely going elsewhere. So our approach combines both elements, not just the one, and we feel that we're unique in that respect. Well, we came together by accident, and I consider it to be a very happy accident because our values are so similar and our skills are so different but incredibly complementary. We both passionately believe entrepreneurs are critical to a thriving economy, but more importantly to a healthy, balanced society. And Luke's a natural entrepreneur, and his true talent lies in his ability to see how he can take something as ephemeral as an idea and turn it into a system, a box that generates profit, great jobs and opportunities. And my talent lies more in the sales and marketing, people management area. These are skills I built, at the age of 16. And I can see an idea and turn it into a story that is compelling either online or offline, and then into a sales process that can generate revenue for a business. I also have a gift for understanding people and how to generate passion and a vision in the business owners and the staff's minds to create a cohesive, competitive, engaged company. And when you put all of those skills together and apply them to the individual businesses, this is how we've been able to create some remarkable outcomes for our clients, no matter what industry they're in.
Alan and I have taken 2 years to create the 7-week business coaching system. It is based on our combined 40 years of building real businesses in the real world. It contains all our real-life lessons of failing to help you avoid the common death traps. And it contains what steps we took to become successful so you can fast-track your timelines and save yourself thousands of hours and dollars trying to work this out all by yourself. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just tap into what can help you achieve your goals quicker and easier. Do this and your journey will be a lot easier. The 7-week system is designed to help you achieve 2 things. Number 1, restructure your business for today's information age. Put the correct foundations in place so your business can grow independent of you. This gives you less stress, more family time, a greater quality of life while your business continues to grow. Build a business you are proud of. Secondly, create value in your business so you create wealth as well as profits. This is how you set yourself up for life. And just to be clear on who the system is for, it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is only for those people who are genuinely serious about achieving their why. The lifestyle of their choice, more time with the family, not having to worry about money, going on holiday while your business still makes profit. The vehicle to achieve this is by building a successful, profitable business that will set you up for life. You will need to do some work. Follow the video lessons, complete the step-by-step workbooks, take a good hard look at your business, see what needs to be fixed, and then you have to go and fix it. And in the end, when you finally do reach your goals, it truly is worth the effort.